Welcome to the spring video. Today we're going to talk about Tucson Worship Conference, Tucson School of Worship, and what does a Worship Catalyst Connector do when you can't meet people face to face? At the beginning of March, we had our 8th Tucson Worship Conference. We brought in John Cassetto from Saddleback Church in Lake Forest. He is their global worship pastor. It's the first time we've ever brought in an outside speaker, and he did a great job encouraging our worship leaders and teams here in Tucson. This year I didn't teach a breakout and had a table where I talked about Worship Catalyst and also the Tucson School of Worship, and we'll be talking about those in a little bit. It was great to be able to be there, to answer questions, to sign people up who might be interested. So it was a completely different experience not being a teacher as part of the event this year. Worship Catalyst continues to grow. This virus has kind of put a little bit of a limp in our stride, if you will, but we continue to press on, and we've got other opportunities. We recently did Worship Leader Essentials in San Diego and also in Dallas, and so I have some new mentors continuing my group in South Florida as well. So that's keeping me busy, and we had another Worship Leader Essentials 2-day coming up. I suspect that that's going to be postponed, but it'll come eventually, and that's for Toronto. And we're also talking about Los Angeles and Pittsburgh as well, and there are other cities on the docket, so we're excited about that. Right now, we are adapting, and across the country, churches have had to go away from their public meetings and go online. Well, small churches are not equipped to go online. They don't have the finances to buy the cameras and the switchers and the lights and all that kind of stuff that you need. So what we're doing is we are networking with larger churches who are already doing online services, and we are helping them to connect with new churches. And during the week, the new churches, the smaller churches, are videoing their services, and then the larger churches are doing it on the weekend live. So it's working out really well, building relationships with mega churches and new churches, so pastors are meeting each other that might not have met each other in the past. Great things are happening. We're seeing huge relationships being built all across the country. And we do have a couple of churches here in Tucson that have reached out as well to small churches and new churches to help them do their services. So we're excited about what's happening. We continue to press ahead. We are all about meeting the needs of the smaller church. I'm also taking time during this kind of lockdown in my house time. Since I can't meet people, go to pastors' lunches and things, I'm contacting small churches in Tucson, specifically Southern Baptist churches. I'm connected with them through relationships, so I'm contacting them, just trying to see if I can be encouragement, trying to find worship leaders where I can, and we do have a couple that are available right now, just trying to see if I can walk alongside in any way I can. I'm enjoying that. I love meeting people and building relationships, so that's right in my wheelhouse. So Worship Catalyst continues to press ahead in raising up worship leaders for small churches. I do want to thank you for watching this month's update. We have so much going on, and it's great to be able to share this with you. Those of you who are praying for us, we appreciate that. Thank you also, those of you who are able to support us financially, for your willingness to continue to support during this time of downturn. And we know that some may have lost work or been cutting hours, and certainly we understand that as well. We do thank you for all that you've done and all that you will continue to do in the future. Hey, I caught you. I wanted to get back to you before this video ended. We're starting Tucson School of Worship because there is a huge need for worship leaders in the city, and we don't have very many churches that are mentoring worship leaders and sending them out. They may be training worship leaders, but they're keeping them. And so we need worship leaders for new churches, for smaller churches, people that'll volunteer, people that'll work part-time. And so we decided we were going to go ahead and start a school of worship here in Tucson. So we're excited about it. Do need to let you know a couple things. First of all, we are going to charge for it unless you are committed to be with a new church or a church plant. Because I'm with Worship Catalyst, and Worship Catalyst does not charge new churches. We help them for free, and that's part of our core. So new churches, if you're a worship leader for a new church, you can come be a part of it, and we're not going to charge you for it. Other churches, we will have a fee, and teachers will get paid. If there's a profit to be made, it'll go towards meeting ministry expenses that Jenny and I have. It's not going to be a huge moneymaker for us. If it wasn't for your support, we would not be able to pursue an effort like this. So we do want to thank you for your support again. We'll be giving you more information on Tucson School of Worship in the days ahead. Thanks for watching today. God bless you. We'll talk to you later.